So, good morning to all. Myself Suraj Minse, and this is the third part of volcano we are going to learn. So, we have already learned about what is volcano, types of volcano, all those things we have learned. But in last class, that is part 2, we have learned about products of volcano, that is solid products, liquid products, and gaseous products. So these three we have learned, and also we have learned about volcanic landforms. So volcanic cones we have learned. Then today we are going to learn about types of volcanic eruption, uh, volcanic landforms, phenomena associated with volcanism we'll learn today, and effects of volcano. What are the effects of volcano we'll learn today. Yes, Sushti, what happened? Hello? Srushti has raised the hand. Any problem? Okay, no issue. So today we are going to learn these 3 points. So types of volcanic eruption we learn first. So that is first one is central eruption. Then we have fissure eruption. There are 2 types, main types are there. So then in first one, that is central eruption, we will be learning this all types of eruptions. So central eruption, we have these 6 eruptions, that is Trombian type of eruption, then Hawaiian type of eruption, then Vulcanium type of eruption, then we have Vesuvian type of eruption, that is, and then Plinial eruption and Pellenian eruption. So these 6 eruptions are there which are of central eruption. First, I will tell you what is difference between central eruption and fissure eruption. Central eruption means what, you know? So this is a volcano. So from center, the magma is coming out. So this is called as central eruption. This is called as central eruption. Fissure eruption means what? As you have learned about plate tectonics, okay? So there, these are 2 plates, plate 1 and plate 2. Plate 1 and plate 2. Okay. So here what happens, this plate move towards this side and this plate move towards this side. So in between there is a fissure or crack. This is called as fissure or crack. Crack, or you can say fissure. Okay. So from this what happens, from this the magma will erupt, come out. So magma is coming out. Okay. So this type of eruption is nothing but fissure eruption. So from crack the magma is coming out. Here what happens, already cone is there, and from this cone the magma is coming out, that is from center. So it is called as central eruption. Then one by one type we'll understand now. So first one is Strombolian type of eruption. So in Strombolian type of eruption, huge clouds means, I will tell you, clouds of molten lava burst from the summit crater. Crater, I told you, crater is mouth of the volcano. Crater is nothing but mouth of the volcano, to form a luminous arcs. Arc means these are nothing but arc. You can see here. These are arcs. These all are arcs. They'll form arcs. Okay. So through the sky. So what happens here? What happens? The lava you can see here. This is Strombolian type of eruption, wherein these are the lava or you can say molten rock material, which is uh, going into the air as a fountain, and it is making a arc, and these are of clouds. Clouds means small lava fragments which are erupting from the, what you can say, mouth of the volcano, that is crater. So this type of eruption, wherein we get fountain like appearance or arc like appearance, that is called as uh, Strombolian type of eruption. So collecting on the flanks of the cone, lava clouds stream down to the slope of the flare. So here you can see, so after erupting, it will go as a river, or you can say flow as a river along the slope. So just remember, fountain like eruption into the air is nothing but Strombolian type of eruption. So like this, the after eruption, the lava will flow along the slope. So this is again Strombolian type of eruption. So here you can see clouds of lava has erupted. Clouds of lava has erupted. Like liquid lava has erupted. You can see here also. Sometimes make fountains, or you can say arc-like condition like this. So, and after erupting, you can see here it is flowing as a river or stream. You can see flowing as a river or stream. So, but suddenly the lava will erupt into the atmosphere. Then next one is Vulcanian type of eruption. Vulcanian type of eruption, you can see here a dense cloud. You can see here. In that case, it was a liquid lava. Liquid lava. Here you can see here dense cloud of ash and laden. Ash and laden means ash and rock fragments. Laden gas explodes from the crater. Crater, I told you, mouth of the volcano, rises through high above the peak. So high above the peak means, you can see here. So this is a Vulcanian type of eruption, wherein you can see what you can say, clouds of ash and laden gases escaping into the atmosphere and taking its heights. You can see how much it has gone up. But here you can see there is no any eruption of lava. Here only the eruption of ash and laden gases. So you can see here like this, but it will explode while erupting. It gives the sound. So while erupting, it gives the sound and it will come out. So this type of eruption is nothing but Vulcanian type of eruption. And next one is, you can see Vesuvian type of eruption. This is a big eruption, you can say. So what is Vesuvian eruption? I will tell you. So these are as by eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Mount Vesuvius, it is in Italy. So this Mount Vesuvius in Italy, great quantities of ash ladder gases are violently discharged to form a cauliflower. As you know, how cauliflower looks like. So same like cauliflower, it looks, you can see here. So, but dense, huge amount of gases or ashes will come out from the crater of the volcano, and you can see how it has blown above the atmosphere. And compared to Vesuvian, this is very huge. You can see here how much amount of ashes are coming out and is flowing in a particular direction, and it goes high above the atmosphere, or you can say high above the volcano. So you can see how much amount of gases are ashes are coming out from the volcano. But here there is no any what you can say lava. After that, bigger than that, I will tell you the difference between these three. Don't worry about that. It looks the same. That is Vulcanian, you can see, but it is small amount of ashes are coming out compared to this one, Vesuvian. But the third one, compared to Vesuvian, it is the biggest one. It is the biggest one. Most powerful eruption are called as Plinial. Here also, it involves the explosive injection of relatively viscous lava. Viscous lava, I told you, like granites. Granite lava is very viscous lava. It can't flow for longer distance. But most important thing is large plinial eruptions can be send ash and volcanic gas tens of miles into the air. Tens of miles means uh, many miles it can go into the air. You can see volcano is here. Here is the volcano, but you can see how huge this gases have spread into the air. So this is the biggest one among all these three actually. The resulting ash floats can be affect large areas, that is hundreds of miles it can and can fall on the ground, and hundreds of miles it can cover the area. So this ash which is there, one of the example I will tell you in later slides, uh, which is effect of volcano. In that you can see what is the effect of this huge amount of gases when it comes out. uh, the if you I will suggest you to see one movie, that is Pompeii. One movie is there, I'll suggest to see that, because huge amount of gases were come out and whole city has buried under that ash, whole city. And whoever is sleeping, the he has, I mean, what you can say, fossils are as it is, they are preserved as it is, animals are preserved in that particular ash. So the huge loss was there during that time. So I'll suggest to see Pompeii movie. Then Hawaiian type of eruption, they are calm eruption, you can see. And here you can see eruption may occur, and these are the fissure eruption. These are fissure eruption or fractures. So we have completed the what I can say, first one, that is central eruption. Uh, then this is Hawaiian eruption. I don't know how it has come in between, but this is a type of fissure eruption from the crack. You can see here there is a crack. Well, I will change the color so that you can see. Here you can see, here there is a crack is here, and this, from this crack the magma is coming out. So this crack is nothing but fissure. You can see huge crack is there. From that crack, you must be heard about uh, Hawaiian Islands. In Hawaiian Islands, from fissure only the magma is coming out. Then next one is phreatic. So phreatic, these are very small amount of what you can say, eruptions, but central eruption. This central eruption, in between, by mistake it has come Hawaiian eruption, that is fissure eruption. So this is again a central eruption, that is stream blast. It is also called as stream blast. Eruptions are driven by explosive expanding stream resulting from cooled ground and surface water. So these are actually uh, stream blast. Like if water boils, how the gases, vapors are come out. Water vapors are come out. Same way, inside the ground, what happens? The groundwater will boil and it will come out as a vapors. Contact with the host rock and or magma. So same thing I told you. So when the cold water, underground water contacts with magma, and that will boil, that water will boil, and those water vapors will come out on the ground as a uh, phreatic eruption. The distinguishing feature of phreatic explosive is that they only blast out fragments of pre-existing solid rocks. That means what? Very important it is. Pre-existing rock means already present rock. Pre-existing rock means already present rock. So I will tell you one diagram. I will show you so that you can understand. So suppose this is a magma chamber, and this is already present rock. This rock is called as, this is already present rock, pre-existing rock. Existing rock. So when this type of eruptions are there, phreatic eruptions, while erupting, it takes the pre-existing rock and it will erupt. So surrounds this eruption, will find the rocks of pre-existing material. So while erupting, while exploding, it may take up pre-existing rock material. And one more thing you can see, because of this, though there is no new magma is erupted, no new magma is erupted, phreatic activity is generally weak, but can be quite violent in some cases. So phreatic is very quiet, slowly gases, water vapors are coming out from the center. There is no magma coming out, only some amount of small fragments, very small fragments of pre-existing rock is coming out. But sometimes if the explosion is little violent, that times the these fragments can go into the air and that can harm the property, any property, that may be human property or any property it can harm. But I was telling about three volcanism, that central eruption on from where the gases and ashes were coming out. Here you can see the very clear picture of that. First one is, you can see here, Strombolian type of eruption, then Vulcanian type of eruption, and Plinial type of eruption. So you can see the comparison. Here you can see uh, very small amount of ashes are coming out compared to this. Here you can see little more amount of gases are coming out, and height is also very less. And you can see very high amount of gases are coming out and going into the large amount of gases are going into the air. And one more thing, while erupting, it gives us gentle eruption, gentle noise will be there, explosion will be there. Here little explosive will be there. While erupting, it gives more, I mean, little higher explosion. But here you can see cataclysm, what are you going to say? Cataclysm. So cataclysmic means what? Huge amount of gases will come out and sound will be very huge while erupting. So it is very large explosion you can see. So you can see Yellowstone caldera, which has erupted around 6 lakh years ago. It has erupted, that is one type of Plinial volcanism, Plinian type of volcanism, wherein you can see the clouds or area affected by that particular volcanism is around 1,000 square kilometer. 1,000 square kilometer it has affected. That means how much amount of ashes had come out from that particular volcanism. So just imagine. So nowadays it has very less amount of ashes are coming out from the volcano, but that time when it has erupted, huge amount of ashes are come out. So it is depending upon what type of eruption is that. That is Strombolian eruption, that is very less amount of ashes will come out compared to Vulcanium or Plinial. I hope you understood. Then that is about eruption. There is central eruption. There are 6 I told you, and fissure eruption only one is there. That is Hawaiian eruption. Fissure eruption only one is there. That is Hawaiian eruption, and central eruption we have discussed 6 eruptions. Then next one is phenomena associated with volcanism. So while erupting volcano, some associated features will be there. Associated features means what? Which are not directly volcanic activities, but due to volcanism, these features will form. These features will form like hot springs. Hot springs are formed by volcanic activity. Fumaroles. What are fumaroles? I will tell you. Then geysers, mud volcano. These are the associated features of volcanism. So one by one we will see what is hot spring now. First we'll see fin rolls. First we'll see fin rolls, fumaroles. Fumaroles you can see here, jet of steam and hot gases. Jet of steam and hot gases, and salpeters. Salpeters, sometimes sulfur will come out from that particular jet, that is called as sulfators. So here what happens, sulfurous gases will come out from the ground, and this is a phenomena associated with volcanism, because it is not volcanism. It is not a volcanism, but due to volcanism, in surrounding area, some sulfurous gases will come out, and that will form a feature like deposits of sulfur. You can see here, this yellow color is sulfur. This yellow color is sulfur deposits. Sulfur deposits. These sulfurous deposits are called as fumaroles. Geysers, you can see here. Geysers are fountains of hot water, you can say, and you can see it can go up to height of 30 to 60 meter. 30 to 60 meter. So what happens? In next image, I will tell you how it occurs. Here you can see. So this water will come in contact with magma. Come in contact with magma, and this water will heat up. And as the water will heat up, you can see this is a hole from where the geysers are coming out. In first stage, you can see here very less amount of height it will take, and as it explodes, you can see here it can take up to 60-meter height. So these are the fountains of water, fountains of hot water, because of what happened, So this water will heat up and it will come out. You can see here, it will come out as a fountain. You can see, and again it will go down. Again the water will heat up. Again the same process will for some interval. For particular interval, these fountains will come repeatedly or erupt repeatedly. So these are called as geysers. Next one is hot springs. So hot springs, you must have heard about Gangotri, Yamunotri, wherein from ground the hot water is coming out as a waterfall, or from the ground, like springs. Springs are, in Marathi it is called as Jara. Jara it is called as. So this spring. So spring means how the hot water spring come on the ground. I will tell you. There is a phenomena behind that. You can see here. So you can see this groundwater enters into the water. I mean, rain will occur. You can see rain. This rainwater will go into the ground, and it will. This you can see. Magma heat is there here. Magma heat. So this water will heat up and come as a spring. So you can see this water is contacting with hot, what you can say, heat, and is coming out. This hot water is coming out on the ground, and this hot water is nothing but springs, hot springs. It is nothing but hot springs. So it is because of what? Because of internal heat is hitting the water, and that heated water, that boiled water will come out, and the temperature may be up to 70 degree or more than that as well. Sometimes boiling water will come out from ground. Then interesting phenomena is mud volcano. So mud volcano, you can see here, hydrocarbon gases plus muddy saline water plus some traces of petroleum. Spelling is wrong. So some hydrocarbon gases, mud, saline water, and some traces of petroleum will come out from the mouth, some volcanic type of mouth. So like this volcano will be there, volcanic type of feature will be there. From this mud will come out, and this is the associated feature of volcanism. So I will show you how pictures you can see here, and this is a very interesting thing is, so people go into that particular region and they will take a bath, or you can say uh, clay bath. It is called as clay bath. So it is very healthy for our skin, and many volcanoes are there in world which are muddy volcano. You can see the beautiful picture of muddy volcano. So from here the mud is coming out and it is spreading out. So you can see the people are taking mud bath. It is very helpful for skin. Then effects I will tell you in next class. Wait, let me see. It can be completed. So effects of volcano means what is the effect of volcano? Some it may be bad effect or good effect. The bad effect you can see here. It can destroy the properties. It can destroy the properties. You can see here. So living things it can destroy. You can see here. Vehicles are the ash which has fallen on the vehicles. It has covered the vehicles, so it can destroy the man property as well. So you can say, I told you, huge amount of gases will fall on the ground and can cover whole of the area, cities as well. So large amount of gases will come out, and that can destroy the property, human property. You can see, I told you, Pompeii. In Pompeii, you can see the people were sleeping, and they were sleeping only. Why? Suddenly the volcanism has occurred, and due to that, huge amount of ashes will came into that particular city. And as it is, whoever is sleeping, and this was occurred during the night time. So just imagine, people were sleeping, the huge amount of gases were came out, and the clouds were came. Sorry, ashes were came out, and suddenly it has fallen in that particular region. So there was no time to run from that particular region. So this is the destruction feature of, I can say, volcanism. So because of this, I am telling you, and these are the real pictures of Pompeii. So I can see the baby is sleeping there. So this was a very huge loss during that time. So because of this, I'm suggesting you to see this Pompeii movie. I have this movie every year I show that movie in class only, but it is not possible on online online mode. So because of this, I'm telling you to see the movie Pompeii. So you can see again the property destruction, volcanism or lava can enter into the real property of human where we are living. Thank you.